My name is Chris Su. I'm very honored to be here to introduce and interact liquid nitrogen container products and solutions with you guys. This webinar will take around 60 minutes, and we will go through the following parts. First of all, our Vice General Manager, Mr. Wang, will give a greeting opening, and then our General Manager of liquid nitrogen will give introduction of the production facility. And the third part is the introduction of YDS and YDH series products. The fourth part is Biobank series products introduction. And the fifth part is CryoSmart monitor system production. The fifth part is self-pressurized products introduction. And the seventh part is real-time liquid nitrogen adding process. As the last time is the answers to all the questions. So first of all, I would like to warmly invite Mr. Wang to give the opening greetings.
Thank you. Dear partners and friends, hello everyone. My name is Guangsheng Wang, and I'm the Vice General Manager at Haier Biomedical. As you know, Haier Biomedical is a manufacturer of full temperature range from -196 to 23 degrees. Since last month, we have several webinars for medical cold chain and lab safety. And today, we will continue to explore the extremely cold solution, liquid nitrogen container. I'm glad to have you here in our Chengdu factory in Sichuan, China. For liquid nitrogen container, it is widely used in medical, scientific, industrial, agriculture, and other sectors. The market demand is more than 300 million annually worldwide. So we can be well explained here. And I hope we can dig the market together. Thank you. So I will hand over to Mr. Tang, the general manager of our Chengdu factory. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tang Wenming, General Manager of Liquid Nitrogen Products Division of Haier Biomedical. We located in beautiful city Chengdu, southwest of China. Our factory has a space of 7,000 square meters and 100 workers. We have two production lines. One is aluminum tank and another steel tank. We started in 2011 and now we on 28 plan. We provide completed products and solutions for cryogenic storage. Thank you very much. Welcome to products training.
Thank you, Mr. Tang. I hope that the management will bring confidence to the products and our company. So later on, I will introduce our YDS and YDH series aluminum products lines. So first of all, before that, I would like to introduce the name coding system of our liquid nitrogen containers. So the first three letters, YDS. So what is YDS? YD means liquid nitrogen container. So S means small size of containers. So small size aluminum of containers. And YDD means big stainless steel tanks. And also we have YDZ. Z means self-pressurized tanks for our refill tanks. And after the first three letters, then dash. The second part is capacity of the tank. So for example, this one is 175 liters. And this one is 550 liters. And that one is 200 liters. So this is the second part. The third part is the dash, and then the third part is the diameter of the, or inches diameter of the liquid nitrogen container. So this one is 216 millimeters. And then dash, the last part here is with a F. So the letter F means with square racks at box. And FZ, also some models with FZ. FZ means smart series of containers. And also you may find some, in second part of the tank, there will be a letter B. The letter B means this tank will be for transportation. You know, what's the difference between transportation type and storage type? So storage type, there's no supporter at the bottom of the tank inside the vacuum layer. But for the transportation type with the letter B, there will be supporter inside at the bottom to keep the container very solid during the transportation process. So I would like to introduce YDS and YDH series. And I also forgot to mention the YDH. YDH is for air transportation. So we have 5 series for the aluminum tank for the YDS and YDH series. The first one is Smart series. So why it's called Smart series? Because it's configured with monitoring system. So it's standard configured in the lock cover of the container. So you can read the temperature at the level very easily from the top of the container. This is the cap of the container. And also you can see we use different colors to distinguish the racks. So, so that you can manage the storage zone and the samples. So this is the rack. This is a 10 box high racks. So each rack is inside there's a box, 2-inch box for 10 plus 10 vials box. So for this rack, the total capacity is 1,000 vials. There is totally 6 racks inside the container. So this one can hold 6,000 vials. Another, it has a handle at the left side and the right side for easy moving the container. And also we have optional casters or roller base at the bottom for easy move the container. And this container, the evaporate rate is very less. For example, this one, in static situation, the container can keep the liquid nitrogen for 284 days. And for the small size, 65 liters, it also can keep the liquid nitrogen for almost 80 days. So this is the biggest size. We also have other options from 65 liters, 115 liters, 145 liters. And this one is 175 liters. The sample capacity from 24 hundredths to 60 hundredths. So this is the first series of the liquid nitrogen container of aluminum series. The second one is a medical series. So what's the difference of the medical series and the smart series? Medical series, it's not configured with the monitor system, the smart cap, but the smart cap can be an optional accessory for this medical series. And you can see there's a PT100 sensor here to monitor the temperature. And also the leveling can be measured by this stick, by the capacitor. There's a capacitor inside. And from the front, you can read the temperature at the level here. It's also available other size. For this one is 115 liters, and we also have 145 liters and 65 liters. So this is the only difference between medical series and smart series. As these two series are mainly used in the medical sectors like hospitals, medical centers, or sometimes doctor office. Next sub-series of the aluminum tanks is lab series. So what's the difference between lab series and medical series? Actually, this one use a smaller rack and a smaller box. I will show you. So you can see this rack and box are much smaller, and it's the previous two models is 10 plus 10 box, but this one is 5 plus 5 box. It's also 2-inch, but 5 plus 1 or 5 plus 5. So each for this rack, it holds 150 vials, and totally it holds 900 vials. We also have other options of 10 liters, 30 liters, 35 liters. The hold capacity can be from 100 vials to 1,100 vials. I also would like to introduce a very star model of this series is this model is 47 liters. Why it's so special? Because it's actually this is 47 liters. It's smaller than this one. This one is 50 liters, but it holds more vials. This one holds 900, but this one holds 1,100. How can we do that? Because we use a round rack inside of this tank, and also a round box. For each box, it holds 37 vials. But this one, each box only holds 25. So this design that maximum the storage capacity. This is a patent of Haier Biomedical design. It's a new utility design. So this is a very special model of lab series. So this is a medical series, smart medical and lab series. The last one is bio series. Why it's bio series? The difference is it's use round canister. You know, the other models, other series use a round the square canister, but this one use a round canister. You can also use the optional smart cap to monitor in the temperature and level. So so this is the 35 liters. So the lab series has a really wide range of capacities from 2 liters to 50 liters. So you can choose any of them. So the storage sample can be from 200 strongs to 20,000 strongs. So it's really a wide reach. So this bio series is mainly used in the agriculture and husbandry of sector. The last series is air transportation series. So this one is a special design. It's special design for the air transportation. Inside of the container, it's used very special material to absorb the liquid nitrogen. But it's not for the liquid nitrogen. It's actually for the vapor phase of the nitrogen. So it's a dry transportation during the air shipment. And this model is a 15 liters model. It can hold a rack, a square rack like this, and you have the three layer of box. So the total sample capacity is 300 vials. So this is all for the liquid, for the YDS and YDH series of aluminum of liquid nitrogen containers. Later on, I will hand over my phone to Mr. Lawrence Wu, who is going to introduce the Biobank series, YDD series of liquid nitrogen container.
Hello everyone, this is Lawrence from Haier Biomedical. And next, I will introduce our Biobank series. Compared with YDS series, a Biobank series is much bigger. And so it can supply a big storage series, areas. And we named it with YDD. And YD means liquid nitrogen. And the second word D is from Chinese word da, which means big. And the tank capacity is 550 liter, and the diameter is 445 millimeter. And we can supply 9 different capacity from 300 liter to 1,800 liters for customer. Our customer mainly include the biobank, the hospital, and the research center. Okay. And the advantage of our biobank include, first is the optimal use of storage space, and the racks are put into the rotating treat with the right distance from the wall of the chamber, and the liquid nitrogen and the vapor nitrogen and filled in between the space and from the wall and the tree. And the inside area is divided into 4 and 6 areas equally, which is clearly labeled. And we have 2 layout type. One is M layout, and the other is T layout. For M layout, you can take out the sample and put into the sample easily. And for T layout, you can put more samples inside. But if you want to take out some samples, you must remove some samples first. And the second advantage is that we design the biobank both for vapor phase and the liquid phase. And even the sample is at the vapor phase, even the sample is away from liquid, and it still can keep a good temperature uniformity. And the third advantage is that we use advanced vacuum technology and insulation technology, which can keep a safe storage and a good temperature uniformity. And even at the top of the tank, the temperature can reach at -190. The time difference inside does not exceed 10 degrees. Okay, then the features of our biobank series mainly include, first, a large scale capacity from 13 cylinder to 94 cylinder vials, and the vapor phase is the only guaranteed method to prevent the cross-contamination. And the third is that at the vapor phase, the temperature can also arrive at -190. And we also give 5-year warranty. And we also have one-touch defogging for easy access. Okay, next, I will introduce some details. First, we equipped with caster for easy moving, and the caster also can be fixed. For some big tanker, we also can supply the steps, and our materials is 304 stainless steel, and we also can supply 316 stainless steel for option. And we design the handle and the curve economically. Please pay attention to these details. This can be prevent the liquid splash. Please turn around this time. Okay, there are 3 main valves at the back of the tank. These valves, we call it charge valves. Before you using this tank, please make sure it is closed. When you open it, you can operate the tank by manual. And this valve, we call this a pressure valve. When the pressure reaches at 150 psi, it will start to work. In this way, it can keep a safe pressure inside. And we name this valve as hot air go pass valve. And you know there's some hot air inside the pipe. And when the liquid nitrogen rejected in the tank and the temperature will come down, we set a PT100 sensor inside. When the temperature reaches at 0 to -13, and the valve closed, and then the liquid nitrogen is put into the tank. Okay. And for this Biobank series, we also equipped the monitor system. For monitor system, this can monitor the liquid level and the temperature easily. And next, my colleague, Michael Wang, will give a detailed introduction.
Thanks, Lawrence. Hello, everyone. My name is Michael. Now I will give everyone a brief introduction about our liquid nitrogen monitoring and management system. So I'd like to separate it to 2 parts. First part is for monitoring function, and the second part is for management function. So let me introduce the first part, monitoring function. Please see our main interface. When you click the running status, you can check the detailed information of our big liquid nitrogen container. See here, this is running model. Second part is height of liquid level, and you also can check the temperature of point A, point B, point C. So next part, I will show you the location of different sensors. Like for our temperature point A, the sensor, the location is at the top of the liquid nitrogen container, and temperature point B, the sensor is at the bottom of the liquid nitrogen container, and the point C is near from our hot gas bypass. This is 3 sensors for our temperature sensor, and our height of liquid level, the sensor is inside the liquid nitrogen container. So besides this kind of information, you also can check the real-time curve for temperature. When you click this button, you can check the temperature curves. And this is real-time alarm record. And this is hysterical alarm record. And here is his hysterical curve. Also, this kind of data you can download from our USB port. This is our first part for monitoring function, and the second part is for management function. When you want to use our system management function, you need to click this button, parameter setting. The password is 61. So now we get into this interface. You can see the temperature limit setting. That means when you set the temperature A, high temperature alarm, if the temperature is higher than this temperature, the alarm will be going on. Same like temperature limit setting. Also, this is liquid level alarm. This is overtime setting. Overtime setting means the cover, the door. If you open the door, maybe more than 3 minutes, the alarm will be going on. And at the right of the interface, you can check this is manual model, VS model, and LS model. Just like as Mr. Lawrence told before, this container, we have two systems. One system is vapor system. Second option is liquid system. So if you choose a vapor system or a liquid system, the procession of filling liquid nitrogen will be automatic. So usually we can choose our manual model. If we choose our manual model, if you want to fill the liquid nitrogen to this container, you need to click here. This button is manual liquid filling. And if you want to stop the filling, you need to click this button. Also, let's go back to the main interface. At the right of this interface, you can see the status of our valve. First is feed valve. Second one is exhaust valve. And another one is door. That means if you open the door for a long time, if you just open the door, the switch will be on. And the fourth button is defrogging. Defrogging is our very special function for this container. If, when we first open this door, maybe there's a lot of fog inside. So if you want to take out some racks or samples, it's very difficult to check that, to see that. So we use this function to defrogging the mist inside. It's very easy for you. After 2 or 3 minutes, you can see it very clear. And the last one is the sound. If we just put it switch on, so if there's some alarm, maybe the temperature, maybe the liquid level is not normal, the sound will be there. So I think after my colleague, Mr. Li Yan, after their introduction of our YDD series, I will show you the process of filling liquid nitrogen. So next part, I will give the speaker to my colleague, Mr. Li Yan.
Hello, my friends. I'm Li Yan. Let me introduce about the partner of this YDD big containers. This container is the self-pressurized container. We designed this container to add the liquid nitrogen for the YDD automatically. So first, let me introduce all the different kinds of valves first. So the first one is pressure valve. So this one is for the adding the pressure of this container inside. And this one is regular valve. From this pressure meter, we can find all the pressure of this container. And this one, we can find the how much liquid nitrogen left in this container. And this one, also this one, and this one, they belongs to the safety valves because they can deal with all the different pressures. And the most important valves is this one. So all the liquid nitrogen container from this container, they will across these valves because when there is very leakage of the container, we can add liquid nitrogen to this container. Second, I will introduce how to use this container, this self-pressurized container to add the liquid nitrogen for this big containers. This is our vacuum tube. So first we have to add this blue one for the liquid valve and connect it. So for the first step, you have to check this valve because this is a release valve. If there is no enough pressure for the container, so we have to close this one and open this pressure valve because only open this one and we can get the enough pressure from the inside and get the standard level. So now it's have enough pressure. So let's go on. And open this one. This one is liquid valve because now the container have enough pressure, and when we open this valve, all the liquid nitrogen will go from this valve to the this container.
So just as I said just now, if we want to fill the liquid nitrogen to this container, so our VDD series is ready. After that, we need to click the parameter setting. You know, now it's our manual mode. So if we want to fill the liquid nitrogen, we need to click the button. The password is 61. Now we can click the button of manual liquid filling. So now it automatically the liquid nitrogen will be filled to this container. And if you want to stop, just click here. Okay, that's the process of filling liquid nitrogen container.
Okay, thanks, Michael. So this is a solution for adding the liquid nitrogen to the big tanks. You need a self-pressurized tank to add the liquid nitrogen for the safety purpose. But also we have other solutions that is more economical and are more easy to add the liquid nitrogen to the small tanks. So we use a hand pump or foot pump. Let me show you. So for this solution, any of the small tank can be the refill tank. And you just store the liquid nitrogen in a small tank and use the pump. You add the liquid nitrogen from one tank to another. So this is to install the pump. There's two locks. So this one, the first one is for sealing, and the second one is for adjust the height of the pump, so that it can fit the container, because each container have different height, so you need to adjust. And also it has a safety valve or release valve. In case if the valve the pressure is too high, you can release the pressure easily with this valve. And also have a switch here to open or close to add in the liquid nitrogen. So we just add the liquid nitrogen to this one. So you can use your foot to give the force to make the pressure to help the liquid nitrogen go up from this container to this, and then go into this one. Okay. So this is a process to use the pump to add the gas from use economic solution. So next one we will go to the part of answers to the questions. So we would like to answer your questions. If you have any questions during the this training, we would love to answer them. Okay, I already received some questions from the webinar. So the first one is, what is the wattage of the liquid nitrogen container for the big ones for the monitor system? Actually, this one is 220 watts. The second question is, what capacity of your biggest stainless steel container? What if my downwind too small? The biggest capacity of our stainless steel container is 1800. So it can hold 940,000 samples. If your door is too small, you'd better to remove your door, or to amend modify your door to let the container go inside. Or you can use you can use a machine to ship the container from the window or somewhere else that is wide enough. So the third question. So 1800 liters. The neck opening is 635 millimeter. 1,585 millimeter for door wise. Okay. This is just the answer for the last question. The first question for small tank. How to take out liquid into another tank? As I just showed, we have a solution, the pump solution, to take the liquid nitrogen from one container to another container. Next question is, do you have any other methods, automatic methods? Actually, you can also use a pressure-sized model to add liquid nitrogen to the small tanks. It's more automatic, you know. Actually, later on, we will develop our advanced model for this series. It will be absolute automatic liquid nitrogen adding, refilling. Okay. If the volume is too small, you can choose, okay. If you have YDS 30 with a neck opening diameter of 90 millimeter. Yes. For most of our liquid nitrogen container, the opening diameter is 50 millimeter. We also have 80 millimeter and 125 millimeter and 216 millimeter. But we can custom 90 millimeter also. Okay. Next question. The next question is pre-installation requirements for liquid nitrogen container. So first of all, I think you need a big space because you need ventilation for the good ventilation for the environment to install the tank. As the next one, you should consider the ambient temperature. The ambient temperature should be between 15 to 25 degrees Celsius. The third one, you need to consider the humidity. The humidity should be between 40% to 60%. And the last condition you need to consider is floor must be flat. Okay. It seems that is all for today's questions. So just contact your manager if you have further questions or further things to consult. So thank you very much for your time to taking with us for the training and for the training session. And we are looking forward to the next one. Thank you, everyone.